for example, like I grew up in the Bay Area.
Yeah, everybody goes to New York.
But, well, I mean, first I went to New
Actually,
York,
that's not
I ended
true.
up in LA.
The Bay Area, not in New York, I meant LA, but that's not true. The Bay Area has a huge music scene.
The Bay Area has a regional music scene. The Bay Area does not have a music industry.
Okay.
At all. There are no major labels in the Bay Area.
But what about the music that's coming out of the Bay? That's been incredibly influential. What about the whole hyphy movement?
All the people, the hyphy movement is like 10 years old.
But there was a time where it was popping.
Every region had a time that it was popping.
When was Philly's region popping? Boys to Men?
State Property. What? State Property wasn't popping? State Property wasn't popping. Really?
You're going to compare State Property to the hyphy movement?
Yes.
When everybody was ghost riding their whips and going fucking dumb and doing their crazy shit?
I could tell you that if you look at all the big Philly rappers during that time, they're outselling the Bay Area rappers. Beanie Sigel, Freeway, all them dudes.
I mean, look, I'm going to keep it very real. I love those dudes. I love those dudes. Freeway, great. Beanie, amazing. Right? I fuck with Philly. Talent, Philly talent is undeniable. But there's something that happens there. You know what I mean? And there's something that goes on. We had A.R. Ab and Dark Low on Brilliant Idiots podcast. Those dudes were incredible.
Cassidy was popping.
Incredible.
Corrupt's actually from Philly.
But what I'm saying is there's something happening. I don't know if it's a hex. I don't know what the fuck it is. But Philly should be more influential than it is, and it should have a more powerful and potent scene in not only music but also stand up in other places. Like there's something happening right now in Philly. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know if someone put a curse. I don't know if the fucking Liberty Bell curse. Maybe that was it. When a steel bell gets a crack in it, I don't know how the fuck that happens. But maybe that was it. They said no more. Some things that we need to remove the Philly curse because they should be way further than they are, and they know it too. That's the thing that bothers me. When I said it affected them. A lot of people in Philly, it affected them because they know that shit is true. They're like, fuck, it's true. You can only be affected by something that you feel already. You know, like if I look at you and I go, Vlad, your blonde hair is stupid. You're like, I don't have blonde hair. You know what I'm saying?
Well, people always accuse me of having a hair transplant.
Whatever. You look.
And I'm like, that's a compliment. I'll take that. Because this is really my hair. Thank you. That means my hair is supple and full.
You might as well just get one. If everybody thinks it, you might as well go all in.
Why? Well, my regular hair looks great.
Yeah, but you might as well go all in and fill the whole shit and have that shit looking beautiful. Do you take Propecia or anything like that?
No.
You never taken that?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's a pill you take so that your hair grows back.
Oh, really?
You've never heard of this?
But I mean, I'm not balding.
You're not balding?
No.
You're not thick. You know what I mean? You're not like vibrant.
All right.
Dude, get on the Propecia, man.
Propecia?
Yeah, I've been on that shit for years.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Your dick stops working, but you got a full head of hair.
No thanks.
Hey, you get a nice floppy dick. Your dick looks like that shit outside of the fucking car dealership. You know, like the thing that just goes like that. That's how your hard dick looks.
I don't want my dick to look like that.
No.
Good.
It's a trade-off, okay? You get nice hard hair, soft dick. That's what it is.
Hair. Listen, I used to shave my head bald before.
Like, you go to balding?
Well, if you look at some of the old Breakfast Club interviews that I've done.
I gotta see you with the balding.
Like literally like shaved with a razor. Yeah, for a long time I would shave my head.
You know what? A buzz cut might be good for you because you only get shit because you got this little
Well, I have a widow's peak.
Yeah,
but I've always had it.
Yeah, but this right here is where the plugs they're talking shit about.
Really?
Not the back. It's this front little like bird's nest type of thing that you got going on right here. You got a buzz that honestly a buzz down might be good for you, like a Jason Statham transporter. Vlad the transporter. So Beanie Sigel, let him cook, let him get his last hurrah. Actually, I don't really support the whole thing. I thought Charlamagne did great in the interview just because he is. Charlamagne sees like the end game here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like Charlamagne sees Charlamagne does something that a lot of people can't do, which is check their ego. You know, and that is incredibly valuable in entertainment and the world thereover. Like there's a moment where Beanie Sigel is like, you're not qualified to talk about this. He goes, I got attempted murder or whatever at the height of my career. Charlamagne could have easily said, I've had assault with intent to kill. I've had charges. I've been to jail. Like, he could have easily dropped his charges. And I asked him about it, and he was because that's corny. What are we competing for? Who has better felonies? That's loser shit, right? Like, and the fact that he's able to sit in that interview and just keep calm, keep his composure, and continue to ask these kind of questions, to me, showcases, like, if I'm an executive, I'm looking at that, I'm going to go, okay, this is the guy. Well, we can put him in any environment and he'll be able to thrive. This is the guy.
Well, what I've realized, from doing different types of interviews, especially when you start getting into like political matters and debates and stuff like that, because for example, I interviewed Charlamagne Hill. I believe in the death penalty for certain situations.
Why?
Do I feel the death penalty exactly the way it works now? No. Do I believe the Charleston shooter deserves the death penalty?
Why
100%.
does the Charleston shooter deserve the death penalty?
The fact that this guy walked into a church of people that actually treated him kindly.
So wait, so let me push you on that.
Began to just kill people.
Let me push you on that. What if they were complete assholes to him and he killed them? Would you still want him to get the death penalty?
If they were completely innocent, yeah.
Okay. What if there were only 2 of them instead of 9? Would you still want them to get the death penalty?
Yeah.
Okay. What if there was 1 of them and he was a terrible person? Would you want the death penalty?
Well, I define a terrible person.
I don't know.
This is a great conversation, actually, because I've never actually explored it in this way. So let's get going.
Because as I'm hearing you talk about it, it seems like your death penalty net is actually pretty wide, right? Because what people do is, this is what death penalty advocates do, right? They take the most extreme case, and they say, what if somebody ran in your house, raped and killed your whole family, set them on fire and left? I bet you want the death penalty then. And I'm like, well, yeah, I might want it, but I also don't feel like I'm at my most fair and rational insane when somebody runs in and rapes and kills my whole family, right? That might not be the best time for me to make public policy.
I think he makes some good points, and I'd have to really think about it more. And I was like, oh, Vlad got destroyed, Vlad got demolished. And it's like, no, he brought up some points that I thought were very good points. I didn't think about it before. I don't feel like a debate is a competition.
Well, that's
like,
I'm
not trying to prove the person wrong. We're just discussing an important topic.
That's a problem.
And if they have good points, I'm going to, say those are great points.
Okay, so this is the problem. You actually had discourse like you're supposed to have. You actually had discourse like an intelligent human being would do, and you're expecting people who are watching to act like intelligent human beings as well. And the reality is, a lot of them won't, right? Because we have like fractured thinking, right? We have intellectualization has become incredibly separate. Ghettoized, they call it. Not ghetto in terms of hood shit, but like ghetto in terms of like Europe, where the Jews would be over here and the Muslims would be over here and this group would be over there, right? So you only research the shit that you want to believe. It's confirmation bias. If I'm pro-death penalty, I'm only going to Google death penalty shit. If I'm anti-death penalty, I'll only Google anti-death penalty shit. Nobody knows the other side of the argument, right? So they're going into this debate between you and Charlamagne Hill, which I just call a discussion or discourse about the death penalty, right? 2 people trying to learn and exchange information. They go into it fucking rooting. They got a jersey, an anti-death penalty jersey on. They got anti-death penalty face makeup on. They're like, let's go, Mark, let's go. So when he beats you, right, they're just there to define or redefine, reassure themselves of their beliefs. They're not there to learn anything. And that's the problem. You cannot convince people of shit when there's an audience, right? Debates are fruitless, if you ask me, because all it becomes is this clapping contest. Who can get the audience to clap more for them?
Right.
And it's stupid, right? What we should be doing is having an open discussion about the death penalty and then letting people who are watching decide how they feel about it. There are realistic arguments for both sides. Having the death penalty actually acts as a deterrence to crime.
Right, and his point was that in states with the death penalty, the crime does not go down. And I don't know about that.
Well, I'd have to look that up.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
It'd have to be which crime, because if I think that people
death penalty caliber crimes.
Sure.
He claims that statistically it does not deter from that.
Well, but we know that an increase in jail sentences has decreased crime, right? Like, we know that once you start getting 25 years to life for selling drugs, the Italian mafia was ripped apart, right? Because it was like, oh shit, I'm snitching. I'm not doing 25. I could do 5. I could do 3 to 5, right? Hang out with my cousins up in upstate New York. I'm not doing 25 and never see my kids grow up, right? So we know that punishment levels deter crime. Like you go to North Korea, motherfuckers ain't committing crimes out there in North Korea because they're going to be picking vegetables for 17 years in a farm somewhere.
And their families.
And their family. Like,
Right.
that's, people don't know that in North Korea. When you commit a crime, your brother, your cousin, and your mom and your dad, they also go to the prison.
Generation before and after. Your parents and your kids will all go to jail with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is some dope shit, because you start going, I might want to commit this crime, but it's like, I don't want my dad going to pick
Right.
vegetables.
But, growing up, I heard that this phrase that's always stuck in my head is, there are lies, there are damn lies, and then there's statistics. You could take a statistic, you could take any statistic and use it to support your argument. If you,
Don't put that out there in the world, Vlad.
It's true.
It's not true. It's
because it depends. How are you getting the statistics? Where exactly are these statistics coming from?
This is what every super liberal leftist says about any argument that's against them, which is, well, where are these statistics? Where are the references? We only ask for references and proof for shit that we don't believe. When somebody tells you something that you believe, nobody goes, prove it. They go, oh, that makes sense.
Well, no. I mean, like, for example, we talked about population. I looked up the population.
If I say to you, Giselle wants to fuck you, your first reaction is going to be like, well, how do you know that? Where are the statistics? Right? If I say, yo, that fat redhead on the street wants to fuck you, you're going to be like, yeah, probably. You know what I'm saying? Because that's believable. You only want proof for shit that you don't want to believe. We never ask for proof for the shit that we want. But my point is, if you actually look at there's a difference between a correlational study and a statistical study, right? A correlational study is something like people in Japan live forever. People in Japan also do karate. Does karate make you live forever? No, that's a correlational study. People in Japan just happen to have the best diet humanly possible, and that diet is probably what makes them live for a long time and have low cancer rates. So that's correlational shit. Statistical analysis is when you take specific shit, crunch those numbers specifically, adjust for variables, adjust for outliers, and have confidence intervals in which you can speak on. You have a population sample set. My point is, I don't want to get to a point in society where we give statistics and motherfuckers go, well, statistics are lies, because some quote said there's lies, and statistics.
I suppose, but when he said that the death penalty does not make crime go down, I didn't really believe it. Because, I understand just basic human behavior. If you know that you might die doing something, there's less of a chance of you doing it.
Why don't people kill cops at the same rate that they kill people in the neighborhood?
Right. There you go.
There's one difference between the cops and the people in the neighborhood. Both of them have guns. Mm-hmm. The one difference is, when you kill a cop, it's over for you.
Yeah.
It's fucking done.
Yeah.
You're getting life guaranteed, and you might get clipped.
Right.
Right? When you killed a guy in the neighborhood, what's going to happen? Maybe somebody snitches. Maybe you do 5 years manslaughter. Like, there's things that can happen. Right. So there's a distinct difference.
I mean, cop killers rarely just get away.
Absolutely. You're going down if you kill a cop, whether you like it or not.
Right.
And the cops will handle it individually. You know that there's a great punishment. It's the difference. This is the difference. The difference between your mom being upset at you and your dad being upset at you. When your mom is upset at you, you're like, all right, I won't do it again, Mom. When she goes, I'm going to tell your dad, you go, whoa, chill. Chill, Mom. Why would you act crazy? Your dad is the death penalty, right? Clearly, the death penalty is effective.